Right, let's talk about how to upload firmware. So you need to look at the FTDI programming cable shown here. It's the cable you have with USB on one side and a colored ribbon, rectangular, black connector on the other. You're going to connect that to the FTDI, connect this FTDI cable to that perception device. This video shows how to connect the device. You're going to apply moderate pressure, connect it all the way to the base. Remember to align the brown cable and the ground wire. Go ahead and plug up that perception device now. This is black cable, but your cable is white. Plug up the white cable to power 120, and then plug up the USB cable to your computer. Alright, going over what you just did, you connected the FTDI cable to that perception device as shown here. Remember the brown cable to the ground pin. You connected power, the white cable, to the plug-in for that perception device, and you connected the USB cable to the computer. Red lights should be blinking, are illuminated both on the amp power and the small microcontroller at this point. So now you want to minimize your browser. Go to your desktop and open up the release folder. Again, this may already be open from a previous video, but you want to double click on the release Arduino file or just open up the IDE that you already have open. You at this point have in the past downloaded firmware. You have pulled in your new choreograph file, and you have compiled the code to make sure everything works okay. Again, checking the bottom green progress bar and the note, the output note. When this completes, you'll see done compiling. That means that your code is ready to go. The next step is to go to the top, click on Tools, select the board, processor, and ports to make sure that they show the following. The board is the Arduino Pro or Pro Mini. It's very important that you match these exactly. Arduino Pro or Pro Mini. The processor that you have is the Atmega 328 5V at 16 megahertz. So make sure you select the top one. If you do select one, it'll go away. That's okay. Just come back to the tools drop down, and the ports should automatically highlight, and you should see a COM16. This is the FTDI cable that you plugged in, attached to that perception device. Once you've done that, everything's good to go. Select the arrow for downloading. Again, down at the bottom, you'll see the progress update for uploading, and you'll see the green progress status bar. Upon completion, I'm going to let this run the whole way. It takes a few seconds, maybe up to a minute. It feels longer than it is. If it's longer than 2 minutes, then something's wrong, and you should power everything down and try again. But when it's finished, you'll see done uploading. You are now completely updated. You should cycle power, unplug the white power cable from the wall, go back to the diagram. So the last steps are going to be compile the firmware. We just talked about in the video how to select the appropriate serial port, board, and processor. You clicked the upload arrow to upload the firmware, and notice the status at the bottom of the screen. At that point, you want to remove the USB cable from the computer. You then want to remove the white power cable from the wall from that perception device for 15 seconds. And then replace that power. That will reset the device, and then you can test operations. At any time here, you can install, or I guess rather remount the enclosure to the rear of the painting. You may choose to leave it out until you have all your choreography completed, but at this point you should be good to go.